All right. Thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned to the end of the video and we'll do a face-to-face chat from the van. We stayed one night in this Hampton. It's a nice gig. We didn't use the pool or the sauna or anything. I pretty much just stayed in the hot shower the whole time. But it's a nice place, right across from the Lake Havasu. And I took a walk around the hotel one morning and noticed there was a guy over in the parking lot flying his model airplane. Now, he's doing real great right now. He had a good time up till he didn't have a good time, because wait till the end, he crashed it. I mean, he dive bombed it, nosedived it right into the pavement. But here he goes. He's having a great time. It's him and his buddies, about 3 or 4 different guys out there flying their planes. They're battery powered. And they're just having a great time. Look at that scene in the background. Lake Havasu and the mountain ridge on the other side of in California. All right, so let's move on over to the devastation at the end, to where he crashes it. Wait for it. Okay, right to the left of that light pole.
Oh, he crashed it.
That was vicious. Now let's move to some scenes from courtside.
Well, look who we have here. It's Angel of Angel Adventures.
Angel with Angel's Adventures. How are you doing today, Maddie?
Doing great. Good to see you. Who's your friend over here?
Oh, this is my partner in crime, Teresa.
Teresa, the infamous Teresa. I've heard about you. Good to meet you.
Okay, let's bring it down now. This is a cool scene from Plamosa Road, where we were camped before we went to Kofa. And there's this guy that paraglides around the desert. He's got a little propeller behind the chair he's sitting in underneath the parachute. And he just glides around. Here he is coming in for a landing. I was lucky to capture this. Oh, is he going to make it? I don't know. I hope the bush hides the carnage. There he goes. Let's see. No, he made it fine. He made it fine. Nice landing. It's cool to see him glide around the desert. Okay, so let's bring you back up to the present time. We have left Kofa. We were there 3 or 4 days, and we are back in Quartzsite, just north of town. And this is the way we've set up the campsite this time. I think this is the best configuration yet. It gives us kind of a L-shaped design with privacy in the courtyard between the 2 vans. In setting the tents up the way we do, it gives us that private part right in the gaps between the van. Set the shower tent down on one end, and then my pop-up screen tent in the middle. There's a shot from the other side, so you'll see what I'm talking about. Chloe's got her awning up. That thing is great for shade. Even this time of year, we still need shade. Last 2 nights is the first night. It got cold, and I mean 37 degrees cold. And from what I hear, that's pretty cold this time of year in this zone, this climate zone. Give you a panorama here. But yeah, that little pop-up tent there, the bottom is torn on it, so I contacted ASOM, ASOM, it's the company that sells it. And I told them I would like maybe to get a replacement. They just refunded all my money. So I got all my money back. So right now I've just got it stitched up the best I can with zip ties. The grommets ripped off, And that was not due to the quality. That was due to the wind that I left it up in. That was my fault. But also there is some stitching and fraying around the bottom that failed prematurely, so that's why they refunded the money. But that was great of them to do that. So in the meantime, I'll keep using it, but it's pretty much falling apart around the bottom seams. We'll see what I can do in the future about getting a better tent. But right now, I'm using what I got. Now here is a scene from sitting under the awning. Look at the mountain ridges in the back. We're parked right up against a wash where all the green bushes are. There's a fire pit we'll be using tonight. And we've got a journalist coming up to interview us tonight. Stay tuned for just a few minutes and we'll do a face-to-face and I'll tell you more about that. All right. Thanks for stopping by. So this video has been all over the place, right? Well, we've kind of been all over the place too. Let's see, we would Havasu again, then back to Quartzsite, and then down to Kofa for Lisa's birthday bash. Stayed there 3 or 4 nights. Can't even remember. And now, as we speak, this video will be uploaded within a couple of hours of making it. We're back in Quartzsite, just north of town on free public land. But tonight, this journalist, I think it's a French journalist, is coming up here to the campsite to interview us. Because I think this is how it happened. Angel of Angel's Adventures contacted Chloe and told her she had somehow met this journalist that's interviewing nomads, and she told the journalist about Chloe and I's campsite and to come up and check with us, and he contacted Chloe, and he's going to come up this evening and just do a little interview, but that should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. That should be fun to do. But I think the way we got this campsite set up this time, I think we're getting better at it because we're kind of tweaking what works and what does not. And I like having the tents in between the vans, the gap between the vans, the way we always park in the shape of an L, like that, to give us a courtyard in the middle. It just works out good. It gives us, privacy from the other campers. I think it's getting the time of year where it's getting a little more crowded out here. I know when we left for a few days and came back, we could tell a big difference in the population increase. And also when you go into Quartzsite now to dump your trash or get water, it's a lot more crowded at the water stations and at the dump. This morning I stopped in there and had to get in line at the entryway. As you go through the gate, there was an RV and 4 cars in front of me. And that hasn't happened before. So here we are at the end of December, or middle of December. And I think from here to March, it's probably going to be pretty crowded. So that just means, the other campers are going to be getting a little more close to you than they previously were. Last month, you had acres and acres of campsite to yourself. And now we've got someone about, 100 yards down this way, and somebody else about 60, 70 yards to the other side of us. Because, it looks like the best thing to do is camp right on the edge of the wash, because nobody can camp behind you. And the other side is the road, and so, I don't think it's reasonable to expect complete privacy out here. It's public land. If somebody wants to pull up right next to you and camp, they can do that. But I think 99% of the people have the understanding of personal space, And I think the measure that most people are going by, if they can't find a place within 100 yards from another camper, then, I think they move on. Now, that doesn't apply to the LTVA. They're packed in there like sardines. We just went by there this morning, and it was pretty crowded at all of the LTVAs that are on the southern side of I-10. It looked like the one that's on the east side was the least crowded. But out here on the Freeland, I think most people are pretty cool. I mean, they're going to say, there's a camper here, there's a camper there. If I can get in between them and still have about 100 yards of space on each side, then that means, it's a good place to get. We'll see how it goes throughout the winter. How long are we going to stay here throughout the whole winter? I don't know. We are going into Phoenix next week. Next week's my birthday on the 17th. And Chloe is treating me. She's taking me to the botanical gardens to see the lights, the holiday light display. And we're going to stay in this interesting little place. I'll take video of it and show you that. We'll stay there 2 nights. And let's see what else before we wrap it up. Oh, I'm getting a new guitar. The one that's in the back there, standing up somewhere in the junk pile I've got going on. That was the free guitar that Donner Guitar Company sent to me back in the summertime for free to review, and I got to keep it. It's been a great guitar. I've enjoyed it, but I found one I like better, and it'll be coming in tomorrow, which is Monday, and I'll be picking it up at a package receiving station in Quartzsite. So the guitar I currently have, I will be giving away to somebody in Quartzsite. It's a fine guitar. Nothing wrong with it. It's great. It's served me well while I've had it. But I just found something I like better because I've decided I got a lot of time on my hands now for the first time in my life. And I want to get better at guitar. So I wanted a guitar that I would enjoy playing more than this one. And the difference is the one I got has a maple fretboard, and the one that's back here in the back of the van has a rosewood alternative fretboard. And I just like the maple. It's just a personal choice. Some players love the rosewood, won't do anything but rosewood, but I'm just the other. I like the maple. It's a more dense wood, and I just enjoy that more. So we'll have some cool videos coming up from our trip to Phoenix and show you, the botanical garden and the light display and this cool little ranch place we're going to be staying at, which looks awesome. Can't wait. Super excited about it. And then we'll do some videos showing you the new guitar and more of the campsites and all that will be coming up. So until next time, take care, be well, smash the bell.